What are CMOs and marketing executives not doing right? What are they prioritizing in the wrong way? We're going to hear now from Jens Christian Jensen, Chief Strategy Officer, Digitas Pixelpark, and he's going to tell us what we should be watching out for, what we should be prioritizing, and I look forward to hearing from him. I hope you are looking forward to hearing from him as well. So give him a big round of applause. Please welcome Jens Christian Jensen. Thank you so much. There we go. Good to see you.
Hey, everybody. Wow, so many people. Thanks for having me. My name is Jens. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer of Digitas Pixelpark, and I want to talk about the marketing agenda for next year, for 2023. Today, this is the first day of DMEXCO. And I personally had a lot of presentations today and watched presentations about Web3, the virtual worlds, metaverse, NFTs, and much more stuff. But if you are talking about the marketing agenda for 2023, I think it's a better idea to look behind the scenes and have a wider perspective on it, what's really going on. We are living in the connected age. This is not brand new, and this is not a buzzword. We are living in the fourth industrial revolution we are observing in our society since the last time. Great. So what does it mean? Technical innovations brings us digital, and digital connects us in a pretty new way. And we are experiencing this every day. We are communicating in new ways, we are doing business in different ways, and we are presenting our brands, you as a CMO, driving brands in a most different way as before we observed in the 90s. And inside this fourth industrial revolution, we are in the third wave of maturity, the Web3. That's the reason why Web3 is so important. First, we connect people. Second, the rise of the GAFAs, the Web2, the mobile web, the iPhone, and much more, and today the Web3. But this is a little bit too buzzy. What is the essence of it? What is behind this connected age? What is really important to understand as a CMO and to bring in your own agenda? And I think this is probably the most important slide in this presentation. These are the elements of the connected age. And these different elements are unlimited connectivity. Today, our society, the people, your clients, your customers, are connected with everybody. And everybody is connected to everybody and to everything. That means we are observing right now a new system of communication all over the world where everybody is connected, unless in which country you are living, which social status you have, how much money you earn, and so on. The second thing is new culture and values. And this is where the Gen Z pops up. A new generation who grew up where the connectivity was already invented. They grew up in a mindset that connectivity is a main thing, like water or energy supply. And this is changing the way how we communicate in the future. And the third point is technological possibilities like the blockchain and all stuff we can see on the booth right here on different presentations. As a brand or as a marketing organization, you have to understand each of these bubbles here and bring this together for your own brand. This is the main task for CMOs today. There's a social network called Reddit. Probably you heard about it. Reddit has 400 million active users in a month. And they had a really cool experiment starting this year. It's called Reddit Plays. And they bring a blank canvas to the people, to these 400 million users outside, and offer them, hey, every 5 minutes you can place a simple pixel on this blank canvas, and after 5 minutes you can do this again, and you can choose by 16 colors. You can overwrite every pixel you see, your own or from other people. And on the next slide, you can see a time-lapse video of this full 3 days, and it's impressive what happened. So what you can see is that the people are completely organized in a bottom-up system. They are organized in communities, in Reddit, on Twitch, on other social media platforms, and they organize themselves and professionalize themselves to bring art, pop culture, and everything they want to do on this campus. And this is a really good example to understand how creative communities can be if you let them. And after 72 hours, after the full 3 days, everything was set on white again, and all was gone. I think a really cool art installation, and one of the biggest in the world, and quite impressive to understand what's going on. And you can watch this for hours and hours and hours, and unfortunately I did in the 3 days. And you can see on the detail level so many beautiful things, like this green line on the right. This is the GME stock after the mowers. If you don't know what GME and mowers is, you probably have a problem with your target group right now. Or with the Canadian flag on the left, which was not finished over the 3 days because some are not helping, I would say. Please imagine what is possible if you can use this creative energy stored and controlled in this new kind of communities in this connected age for your own brand and for your business. We are an agency, and of course, we believe in the power of creativity. But in this age, we redefined our own definition for ourselves of creativity. What is creativity for an agency or for our clients? And we created the term for us, connected creativity. That means a brand creativity embedded within or existing as a connected ecosystem. And this is the main thing. A classical advertisement agency is creating the best idea and afterwards optimize it for this internet thing. But this is not the right way anymore. You have to create with strong ideas, new approaches, and bring this in this embedded ecosystems to these communities so that the ideas are evolving. And I bring you 3 cases with me today. The first one is for Samsung, to introduce a new mobile phone. And what we did is we shoot this mobile phone into the stratosphere using a weather balloon. And as a user, you can send a selfie of you. So the selfie, one of the main communication things nowadays for the millennials and the Gen Z, you can send your selfie into the stratosphere. The machine is shooting, like in the image, your selfie with the Earth in the back on this new phone and send it back. And this was a huge FOMO marketing campaign which brings OMG in the end. Because there was a queue, because it was not possible that everybody at the same time sent the image to the sky. Or a different example, and I think this is one of the really rare examples where a metaverse case makes sense. So a French supermarket named Carrefour, which brand's position is to refresh people, goes into Fortnite, building a supermarket, and if you, as a Fortnite player, go inside the supermarket, you heal faster. So we connect the brand purpose with a real benefit for the users with a simple installation here. And by the way, 3 billion active users in the metaverse right now are in the games. The games are the biggest metaverse right now, and they are working. And the third case is, and this is brand new, it's like kind of a world premiere here right now. On last Saturday, we launched the first virtual world to save the real one. Together with the WWF, we created a new virtual world to collect trash and to help to clean up the oceans from plastic.
Die Plastikverschmutzung in den Ozeanen hat mittlerweile als Mikroplastik.
The ocean. Unfortunately, that's nothing new. What's new is that there is something very easy that you can do about it with Operation Ocean Detox, at saveyour.world, WWF's new online platform for digital promotions that have an impact on the real world. Here you can buy digital trash and make the real one disappear from our oceans. It's super quick, super convenient, and super easy. So visit the platform and buy some trash. We won't deliver it to your house. That's a promise. Find out more at www.saveyour.world.
I think, by the way, it's the first project where you can buy NFT, which is supposed to be trash. Anyway. So these are some examples of a new kind of connectivity, creative work for connectivity for the connected age. And personally, I would say the brands were not understanding this and not understanding the three bubbles or understand how to use creativity in a different way to connect to these new ecosystems, they will disappear. It's quite easy. Because the new generation's attentions, and this generation is getting bigger, bigger, and bigger, and getting more money to spend, will be on other channels that work according to new paradigms and new values. And as a brand, you have to adapt this. You have to find a way into this new ecosystem. The main obstacle is you need a true digital DNA, because everything we saw is digital by heart. And I'm not talking about technology, it's a digital mindset. This feeling what is digital and what's not. This is the main difference I can see on client sides when we are working with them. So, what's now with this agenda for 2023? We bring 5 points for the agenda you should probably put on your agenda next year. The first one. The insight is brands no longer understand the next generation's consumers and new technical opportunities. This is a big issue. So what you should do is create ignition movements. Bring Gen Z and tech nerds to your table and let them participate to your marketing organization. Most people are not doing this. They are running university workshops or asking an agency. That's great, by the way. But you have to bring the people on your table and let them participate. And there are so many methods you can use to do this, like design thinking, like agile working methods. Just bring them together and test new things out. There's a new trend? Okay, let's study them. Let's ask the consumer. Let's ask the Gen Z. What is behind it? What does it make with you? And build a prototype, this ignition moments. And if it works, you can scale it. If it won't work, doesn't matter. Try the next one. And you have to do this several times a year, not only once in 2 years. Second, of course, experience is the main differentiator for brands in the connected age. This is absolutely not new. We are in an age where experience is the main differentiator. That's the reason why Amazon and Google and Apple are so successful. They are solving problems for the people outside. What is new is you have to focus on scalable customer experience. This is a new term. Customer experience means you create a North Star for your organization where everybody can follow. Scalable customer experience, and this is a maturity topic, is you bring the CX to all over your organization. You have to rebuild your organization by these CX principles. Third, today's brand success is based on technology and data. I think that's quite easy because we're living in a digital age where everything is connected through technology and data. That means make better decisions based on real-time customer data profiles. So this is a little bit technical nerdy right now. But of course, like in the last years, you have to collect your data and bring something structured inside and to get wisdom out of it. But you have to do this in real time. This is the next step. It's not a solution to store data in different Excels and send them via CSV importer and exporter all over the night. You have to do this in real time. The fourth one is marketing plans and top-down decision paths can no longer cover today's complexity in marketing. We're getting more and more touch points, a more complex target group. We are not knowing what to do, It's absolutely not feasible for a CMO and a top-down decision-making process to decide everything, because he doesn't know anything, or everything, sorry. So that means empower your talents and let them make the decisions. And for me, this whole new work thing, where everybody's talking about right now, because of this home office situation, that's not the main point of new work. The main point of new work is that you let your workforce make the decisions, because they are the experts. And this is a new paradigm for organizational design. This is really, really important. And the fifth one, the last one, is the connected age gives you the power of new organic growth if you're doing it right. That means every brand needs its own growth engine. So what is a growth engine? A growth engine is a comprehensive approach all over the company to say, hey, we are focusing on certain KPIs and everybody's doing everything to reach these KPIs and to grow. This is the CMO agenda of 2023, to create ignition moments, to test new things out, together with the Gen Z and with technical nerds, maybe are the same. Second, focus on scalable customer experience to leverage your brand, to differentiate your brand. And third, make better decisions by the people, fourth one, on real-time customer data. Fourth, the organizational change. And fifth, build your own growth machine. It's a digital age. You can build transaction directly with the consumer outside. This is pretty new since the 90s. But if you're doing this right, you will have a very successful brand. Thank you so much. So now that's the moment somebody should collect me here and bring me back. So I wish you all the best for the rest of the DMEXCO Day.
Vielen Dank. Thank you so much that you've been here, and yeah, thank you for your insights on it. I don't know, how do you prioritize your life? Do you have a
prioritize my life?
Yeah.
So first my kids and my wife, of course. Second Lego, and then to talk about digital.
Good answer. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.
A big round of applause, please.